Hi and welcome to Tarot Ranch. I was just about to check into one of my favorite readers on YouTube, Antphrodite. If you're not familiar with him, he is excellent, I think. And he was going to do a reading on Ms. Petito, the young woman who, of course, disappeared as she was taking her cross-country national park tour with the fiance, who showed up with her van or their van and returned back home without her and is refusing to talk to police. So, and presumably himself has disappeared. So I decided to do my own and see, if I was in touch with what was going on. So here we go. These are the 10 cards that I pulled. And this is not obviously a traditional Celtic cross. It's just cards, and we'll see how they relate. One thing I find interesting is we have a lot of pentacles and, a couple of cups potentially indicating people. We'll see. But I look at it this way. So here we have the 10 of Pentacles, which was upright. The 10 of Pentacles, I think this was her vision of the future. She thought they were going to be a couple, they were going to be a family, and this is obvious. We know she's gone. We presume she's not coming back. Now here we have the Knight of Wands reversed. So my question is this the fiancé? Or is this the fiancé? I think, actually, I'm going to go back on myself. I think this is the actual fiancé. I think this is what she was hoping he was. She was hoping, oh, this is my end time, true forever love. And in fact, he turned out to be a less than honorable person. Ace of Pentacles. Well, this would probably be her. And her goal was to start her blog, become a travel blogger, writer, whatever. I think this was her new venture. It was so new it was not paying off. She even said in her own video she was stressed, and probably because she wasn't making any money. It wasn't mature enough to get her what she wanted. Queen of Cups reversed. I think this is her. I think this is who she envisioned herself or wanted to be. She was like, I'm just this loving, caring person, and they were together. 3 of Pentacles. They were together. They were, we're a team. We're doing it together. Knight of Pentacles. Now this, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a lack of movement. It's a bit more contemplative and reserved. Okay. So, well, this is interesting because if I had to say something, I would say this is probably the fiancé who, if she had these, we're led to believe at this moment that she might have had some emotional issues, or certainly ADHD she admitted to. I think this is would be the fiancé. And the fact is, the Knight of Pentacles is like a Taurus. They can take it, they can take it, they can take it until that day comes when they cannot take it. And and this could be a spiritual separation, a separation of their points of view. It's like she wanted to go over here, he wanted to go over there, and unfortunately, this is it's like a card of youth that hasn't learned yet. They didn't realize they could have just said, okay, well, we'll do this and do that, or we'll do that this trip and we'll do this another trip. They just didn't have the knowledge of the hermit, the wisdom of the hermit to say, you know what, it's okay, I don't have to do this, or I don't have to do it now, or we don't have to do it this way. And then, of course, we have the 4 of Wands reversed. No celebration. Certainly no marriage. Even, but I think we have a pretty clear indication. I don't know why. The only indication I have as to why is that, like I said, this is him, and he appears to be Mr. Easygoing until he reached his limit. And he reached his limit. He couldn't, neither of them knew how to handle this situation. He was gone. He was down. He was like, what do I do now? Well, not a smart decision. So, yeah, that's all I can say. I think somebody just really, I think he just got fed up having to deal with what, and it wasn't that she was from what we hear, it wasn't that she was demanding. She was stressed out and she couldn't deal with her own self. She was the Queen of Cups reversed. She's like, I want to do it. I want to make it. I have to be all things to all people. And she couldn't. And that emotional vulnerability, that inability to cope, I think that made him crack. I really do. And I'm not excusing his behavior by any means. I do believe I think this was, frankly, kind of like I said, kind of like lacking the tools to handle it differently. And it's a shame when maybe this is the police, when they met with, what was CHP or the police officers, who said maybe this was them coming in to say, look, we're going to separate you, literally, we're going to separate you two. You're over here, you're over here. But once they got back together, they just didn't have the coping mechanisms to say, you know what, we're just going to pack up and go home, and it's all okay, and we're not going to talk to each other or whatever. But they were in this so enmeshed, so codependent, that that's the outcome we got. This is the follow-up, or really kind of the second part of that Petito reading, because the real question is, let's see, the real question is, what about the fiance? Is he purposefully in hiding? Did he go off to commit suicide, which is entirely possible? Will he be brought to justice? Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I knew this. He is feeling so much pressure like he's never felt in his whole life. He literally probably thought he could just walk back into society and say, I don't know where she is. And everybody is just like, no. Tell us. We watch too much true crime at this point. Oh my goodness, swords. He is, oh my God, muy stupido. Oh boy. Well, let's take these with a grain of salt. They all came out together. Oh man, swords. This guy is so up in his head. He literally thought he could just, he thought he could just walk away. Or he thought he could just ignore it. It's like, no, they don't have a right to question me. I mean, I'm just getting that all over the place. Oh my God. Oh yeah, he's so going to get caught. Okay. More swords. So here's him not anticipating that whole firestorm, that PR firestorm that he's in right now. Knight of Swords, he's acting rashly, he's acting defensively, that tells me he's probably in hiding. He's not really missing, he's in hiding. Seven of Pentacles, people are going about their business, and that means this guy who's going to come and get him, probably one of the FBI guys. King of Swords reversed. I wonder if that's either his lawyer or potentially maybe one of his parents who's saying, no, don't do it. Oh my goodness. I swear you cannot make this stuff up. Okay, so somebody's coming from, so I think this is, Yeah, I think this is one or both of the parents, and they're looking at the situation going, can we get out of it? I mean, everybody feels trapped, and the answer is no, they can't get out of it. I don't know about the Queen of Swords yet. Judgment, clearly, a judgment has been made. A judgment will be made. I don't see the Justice card. So Queen of Wands. Oh. And what do I say? Just as I said, I don't see the Justice card. Here's Justice reversed. Yeah. Reversed. I think it's reversed because this is him. This is him playing around. This is him trying to say, I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to, you know, I don't think there's any doubt. The judgment is here, period. There's whether you get, if he doesn't get convicted in the legal court, he's already been convicted in the court of public opinion. It's over for him. And he keeps thinking, swords, swords, swords. I can think my way out of this. No. Mm-mm. Now, I'm not sure which way this came up. Page of more pentacles. But a page. Ooh. A page can sometimes indicate a young person or a child or potentially a baby. Huh. We'll have to hold that. I mean, all I'm saying is it's clear. We have our judgment, whether it comes through the legal system. I think it will. This could also be a delay. Bing! More frickin' swords. 7 of Swords. He totally thinks, I don't know why. There's no way any halfway reasonably intelligent person thinks he can walk away from this. But he thinks he can. He thinks he can. He's like, I can get away with it. I don't have to talk to him. I can get away with it. Wow. This is amazing. I don't know what the Ace of Cups. Oh, okay. Ace of Cups reversed, which is what I started with, didn't even address. I think that's one or the other realizing they didn't love each other anymore, or this trip ended it for them. And we end up with the end, which is the world, the end of a cycle. The world, ding, ding, ding. The world, upright. End of a cycle, completion. That tells me if he is alive, if he comes out of this alive, I think he will be convicted. He's already been convicted in the court of public opinion, no doubt about that, but he still seriously believes he can get away with it. So this guy will definitely come up with, you know, the lawyer, whatever he needs to do his best to say, I didn't do it. Sorry.